Have you ever felt obligated to be somewhere you didn't want to be simply because it's what you're supposed to do? Whether it's the insistence on being home for a holiday despite your personal preferences, or the broader issue of seeking societal permission for our choices, we are diving deep into these dilemmas today with my guest, Dana Malstaff. We're questioning the necessity of adhering to conventional norms that often bring us more stress than joy. Why is it that we feel compelled to seek validation for our decisions, particularly when they go against the grain of societal norms? Is it possible to break free from these expectations and still maintain healthy, loving relationships? In today's episode, Dana and I share personal stories and insights, exploring that fine line between pleasing others and staying true to ourselves. From the dilemma of celebrating holidays in ways that don't align with personal happiness to broader life choices that defy societal expectations, we're discussing it all. We're also going to discuss the importance of setting boundaries and the courage it takes for you to live a life that truly reflects your desires and needs, rather than conforming to external pressures. So how do you find the balance between respecting loved ones and honoring your own needs? Can we redefine our relationships and traditions in ways that bring genuine happiness and fulfillment? So stick with us on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Whether you're struggling with the holiday pressures that come every year, societal norms, or just any aspect of your life where you feel the need to conform, this episode is for you. This is Take the Damn Chance, the podcast committed to supporting you as you take the chance on yourself and bring your big dreams to life. You know the one on your heart that you keep pushing to the side because it's not the right time. My name is Bevin, and I'm the founder of the Take the Damn Chance movement and creator of the Do the Damn Thing method. Yes, I say the word damn a lot, but it does mean something. It stands for Decide and Declare, Attend Your Own Party, Moments Not Minutes, and Now is the Time. When it's come to navigating difficult situations and bringing my biggest dreams to life, this framework has changed my life, and I know that it can make a huge impact on yours. It's time for you to take the damn chance.
Nobody tells you should have to be home for Christmas. Nobody should tell you should have to celebrate things you don't want to celebrate. Nobody should, and whatever you should do, you should just go, I'm not ready. I don't want that right now.
Yeah.
I have to think about it. Give me some time. Whatever it is, just freaking tell people to back the hell off.
Well, it's the reverse of my permission versus support, right? I always tell people you don't need anybody's permission to go after your big, bold dreams, right? Like you can ask their support, but you are not a second grader trying to get to the zoo. You don't need a permission slip. But we, I think, have been conditioned in society to get unconscious permission from people.
Oh, and be people pleasers. We don't want to make people feel bad. We want to be good people that do nice things for people. And you're like, well, there's a difference between doing something really meaningful and nice and caring and just doing what you think you are supposed to do. Yeah, like I have a friend who's like, no, I have to go home for Christmas, even though I don't like the cold. It's miserable. This year, his flight got canceled. So he was like, well, I can't even go. And I was like, this is great permission. Your family is going to still love you.
Yep.
After this, maybe next year you say, hey, instead of me going during Christmas, how about I visit you twice a year when it's warm?
Yeah.
I'll see you twice as much, just not when it's freaking cold. And there's a million kids running around and the dogs are barking. And it's like, he's like, I go insane. He's like, it's not fun. And yeah, and everybody's together as opposed to he's a total introvert. So he'd rather like visit each family member separately. He doesn't like the whole get the whole gang together kind of thing. But I was like, yeah, why do you? Because it would break my mom's heart. Would it? Would it really? Like her telling you once it would be disappointing? You think that's like the end all be all? Like our emotions change all the time. She's going to be fine. She's not going to stop loving you because you didn't show up for Christmas one year and you came in April instead.
And I've had this experience twice around the holiday situation. First was when Mark and I first started dating and we were navigating holidays. Our second Christmas, we decided to go to the beach. I think we went to Jamaica. We went to an all-inclusive. Mark worked for Honda. He always had shutdown. That was the time we always knew we could go do it. I called them our white sandy Christmases instead of our white snowy Christmases. And we had such a great time. But as we were preparing to go, some of Mark's family was very disappointed and vocally disappointed that we weren't going to be there for Christmas that year, and made it as though, well, it's good that you're doing this one time. Well, then the next year was our wedding, and our wedding was 3 days after Christmas. And so we didn't go anywhere for Christmas. And then we went on our honeymoon, and we just were like, great, we've broken the cycle. But it was hard. But the other flip side of that, which I saw 2 years ago as well, when I said, no, we're keeping Thanksgiving small, everybody cannot come to our house, I had to ask myself, somebody's going to be disappointed. Why does it have to be me?
Totally.
So your friend,
Yeah.
somebody's going to be disappointed. Either his mother's going to be disappointed or he's going to be disappointed. Why does he have to be the one that's disappointed?
Yeah. And there's a couple things too, I think is important that you mentioned that made me think of it, which is we can't help that we are going to have people that are not conscious, that are not aware, that are not empathetic, that are not intuitive, right? We could do all the inner work we want, do all the things, like take the damn chance, take the damn job, have the damn kid, like do all the things.
All the books
all
that
the
you told me to
things, all the
write
damn
around the
things.
word damn.
Yes, all the damn things. And we are still going to have people that come into our lives that are narcissistic, that are egotistical, that just are blinded to the fact. I remember volunteering at the kids' school. It was like, I've talked about it a ton of times because she's like, oh, I love my kids too much to work. And I was like, that is a insanely insulting comment to make to somebody you know has a job. But I know she didn't do it on purpose. I mean, it's still like sit with me like, oh, I had to really do some deep searching, which was great for me because I had to go like, how do I feel about that? Because obviously I love my job. I actually feel the opposite. I feel like dedicating every aspect of my soul to my children is unhelpful to them.
Yeah. I love my
Like,
kids too much to not work for me.
See, but her statement wasn't to hurt me. Her statement was actually trying to validate for herself choices that she'd made. Now, whether she feels good about those or is justifying them, that's not my business, and she can do whatever she wants. And I hope she's a very happy person because she deserves to be. But that idea that like our circles of understanding is you and I know that we start to try and separate ourselves from the people who make us feel bad about our choices and guilt us almost either consciously or unconsciously about things. And we try and surround ourselves with people, validate our feelings, give us space for those, validate our needs, question them so that we're forced to really think about what we want and what we want to fight for. If anybody's listening and they're going, I could never do those things because everybody in my life is exactly who Bevin described, then you need some new friends. And your first thing to do has got to be to start finding some new people to hang out with. Maybe you can't get rid of the ones you got yet. You know, maybe they're in-laws, maybe they're close, maybe they're whatever. But man, you got to start working on that. Or if you're with somebody, I mean, I have a lot of clients who work for like psychologically in the narcissist space. That's a really hard one to fix. But there are a lot of people who probably make you feel bad that don't realize they're doing it, and they'll go on this journey with you.
They will.
Like, they don't want to hurt you. They want to love you, and we just don't know how. Like, it'd be really great in school if they stopped teaching like stupid things that nobody cares about, and they taught people how to connect, how to love, how to communicate, how to be an advocate for yourself, like any of those things would be great.
Yeah, I have had to, because I think that when we have these people in our lives or we see these situations where we feel like we have to defend ourselves, we feel like we're pushing and push back. They can only push back when we push, right? So if somebody is like pushing on you and you just say, I'm not going to push, this isn't a boundary I have to defend, it is just is. And I had to come to my own place where if somebody did say something or do something that really upset me, I had to say, okay, I'm just going to let them know that it upsets me. They don't have to change their behavior. They don't have to do anything differently. But because I've said this upsets me, then now they are making a conscious choice when they do that again. And that, I mean, it doesn't always change somebody's behavior. And at that point, if they are still doing it, then I say, okay, now I can't be around you. Look, again, I've said this on several episodes where it's like, this is the Super Bowl of like conversations and boundary setting. Like start small with like a waiter where it doesn't matter how they respond. But it's really powerful when you have that like the people in your life who are willing to go on the journey, the people who are willing to have the conversations. It's amazing to have that. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And as we wrap up, let's remember that we're all on a unique journey, trying to figure out how to live our best lives and achieve our biggest dreams. I know that it's a path filled with learning, growth, and sometimes the need for guidance. So if you're feeling inspired to take the next steps towards your goals and you're seeking a more personalized approach, I am here to help. You can book a one-on-one call with me at callwithbevin.com or click the link in the show notes. And we're going to dive deeper into your aspirations and challenges. So together we can strategize and uncover the best path forward for you, tailored to your unique circumstances and dreams. And also, I want to offer you access to my exclusive training on the 3 steps I personally use to achieve my goals. To access that, you can go to dothedamnthingmethod.com or click that link in the show notes. It's a completely free training, and it's designed to provide you with practical, actionable strategies that you can implement right away to start making progress towards your goals. Now, remember, the journey to achieving our biggest, boldest goals and living our big, bold, wonderful life is not always straightforward, and I know that. But with the right tools and support, it is entirely possible. So don't hesitate to reach out. Book your call with me or get your hands on my goal achieving training today. So let's take those bold steps together towards a life of fulfillment and success and just taking the damn chance. Thanks for tuning in again. And remember, you have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of. Well, look at you taking the damn chance on yourself. Thanks for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to the show so you don't miss an episode. And if there's someone in your life who needs a little boost of inspiration, I would love it if you share this episode with them. If you want to connect with me, you can find me on all the social platforms at Bevin Farrand or on my website, bevinfarrand.com. And be sure to let me know what you want to hear next on Take the Damn Chance.